line. Check the radio, pit crew is far from slow. The lights no longer yellow. Ready, steady, go. Crank it up. Oh, it's racing. 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 In love with the ride. Burning rubber smells real nice. Fuel it up once or twice. Come on, fast is the way to drive. Crowds all on their feet, not one bothered by the heat. Imagine them in the driver's seat. Checkered flag would be sweet. Crank it up. Oh, it's racing. 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 Everybody get ready. On your feet. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Crank it up. Crank it up. Oh, it's racing. 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 Crank it up.
There are some things in this world we just cannot fully predict. One of them always has to be whether or not some drivers can even withstand the heat and the pressure that Atlanta brings. Welcome to Atlanta Motor Speedway here on PTM Racing TV. We're coming to you live in Atlanta, Georgia as the drivers prepare to do war and do battle in a heated, absolute raw display of talent and speed with super late models here on the show. Hi everyone, I am the Crusader Christian Driver, joining you guys here today with a brand new look and a brand new rig on my end for the studio. Can't quite show much of that right now, but thankfully we can say what these drivers are about to show is absolute hard throwing, hard racing action here on center stage and on center point as we get ready to get down to business, get down to the action. We've got a whole host of newcomers and new series drivers making their way to the stage. And what looks to be a battle for supremacy and a battle to see who can ring out on top. As we take a listen in now to some of our drivers, we'll take a listen into some of our favorites, fast and friendly. Here it is with the first of our drivers in the 45 camp. It is Tim Williams on the call. Tim, you got a copy down there, sir? Hold on, folks. I think we might have to get our mics reset here. Do we got a line? Alright, I think we got a line. Tim, you got us? Yeah, looks like Tim does not have us here. Nope, I guess, no, actually, it wasn't our mics then. That was just him, unfortunately, not able to hear us out, so that's alright. No worries there. We'll just kind of check around and chat a bit here. We got a few other guys we can still hit up, though, in the 03. One of them is the number 3rd spot driver right now, Cody Griffin's on the line.
How's it going?
Oh, going pretty good here, sir. Right now, preparing up for the battles we're about to see here at Atlanta. You know, we talked about it before and what you dealt with at the 2 mile longs and that 2.5 miles of Poconos. Now you're back on the kind of normal circuits here, as you mentioned, with the 1.5 miles. How's it feel to be on these ends?
It's awesome. This thing's a little bit free, and it's a little bit smaller of a track, so a little bit more accustomed to that. And ought to be some pretty good racing. You're gonna see a lot of guys getting loose tonight, which is my kind of style. So.
Definitely your kind of style, but also you got a lot of new drivers here as well, kind of tuning in. Almost 30 in total have kind of made the stage. Does that kind of add to the pressure and the antithesis here?
Yeah, it'll definitely make it interesting here. I don't recognize a lot of the new names, so just had to be careful and kind of learn these guys.
For sure there. All right. Well, nevertheless, though, Cody, we appreciate you coming on board. Best of luck down to you and the team.
Thank y'all.
Cody Griffin, ladies and gentlemen, on the line there, getting ready to get out of here. Another one of our drivers there looking to get at it and start to bring the pain down to the speeds. And the number 20 camp rocking a new scheme. It's Corico on the charge. Corey, got a copy? Looks like no copy for Mr. Corico there. Unfortunately, looks like he is not in the booth just right at the moment. See if we can listen to one of our other guys here. Gordon Larson, you have the copy, sir. Do you have a line? Well, no line either for Gordon Larson, so not really sure what's going on down there, guys. I don't think we have anybody that's on the line or talking here. Gotta find somebody around here. Someone's gotta be talking. Do you got a copy down there, Mr. Six?
Copy.
Well, at least somebody has a line down there. Eric Blount has joined us in the Valvoline 6 machine. And, Eric, I know you're kind of hanging around with some of the new guys and kind of getting a feel for them right now. What's the pressure and the strategy kind of setting in for you today?
Just try to keep it clean. That's it. You know, I've had great cars, race in, race out. The crew does their job, and I fail on mine. You know, so I need to just focus and stay out of trouble.
Well, staying out of trouble is one thing, but I'm going to ask you too. I mean, Atlanta has been known to give a few troublesome issues here when it comes to the tire burned off. How difficult do you think that could be here with this kind of a play field?
I think it could be critical. I mean, you got to take care of them. If you don't take care of them, you're around at the end.
That's right there. Well, right now you are the #1 seed entering in from practice, so best of luck to you and the crew.
Thank you, buddy.
Eric Blount, ladies and gentlemen, on the line there. As the drivers currently work their way on around the track here, we'll listen to some of our other guys here. Right now, Sean Wilder now joins on the call. You got a copy down there, Mr. Wilder? No line there for Wilder, it looks like, in the Dodge Mopar machine. I'm telling you guys, it's getting harder and harder to find folks that are with us here to make the call, take the time to talk. Well, I do know an old friend of ours here, a actual race winner here on the show, has got some time or two to always talk. Ladies and gentlemen, may I introduce you, the number 84, Len McNeese.
Hey, how we doing this evening?
Oh, we're doing pretty good. How about you, sir?
Oh, it's been pretty good.
All right. Well, Len, you know, last time we seen you out here, we had a bit of a different looking scheme, a little bit of a fresh little paint of color. Now we got a little bit of a new look going on. What's going on down at this number 84 camp?
Oh, we finally got us a good little paint job on there and a good graphic setup and sponsor. So it got a new paint job with us. We got back to the old Western Auto paint job.
Got the old Western Auto paint job. Definitely a very stylized looking ride here. McGee's, I got to ask you, man, last time we saw you out was at the 2-mile long embankments of Michigan, taking that one home. But now in Atlanta, this is a whole different kind of playing field with that quad oval design. How tricky do you think it gets for some of these guys having to try to go through that front straightaway sometimes?
It's going to be interesting tonight. The track temperature is way up. Setup's kind of a little loose. And a bunch of new cars out here tonight. So hopefully it'll be a good race. It's going to be interesting per se.
It definitely brings the challenge to the table. But McNeese, we appreciate your time here, sir. Let's see what happens out on the track.
Hey, we appreciate you, sir.
Absolutely. Len McNeese, ladies and gentlemen. We'll take it down and take a listen to some of our other cats we haven't heard from in a while. He returns to the show. Ladies and gentlemen, the number 94 is Troy Radford. Well, I gave him a grand entrance here, but I think unfortunately he is not with us at the moment. Nope, doesn't look like that is the case here, so I give these guys so many grand entrances and I never get any love back. Like, I don't know what's going on down there. That's 7 minutes of late. We have one more driver, though, we can talk with here before we enter into today's action here. Ladies and gentlemen, the mad scientist himself and the number 24, Tim Lee.
Hey, Chris.
Hey, Tim, man, right now, good to see you back on the show, and good to see you rocking the old red and white and blue with that schemed up pit stall series machine. Tell me, man, you're gone from the 2 mile long D shapes to now a quad oval here at Atlanta. How are you feeling here, and how has the track been to you and the tires?
I haven't ran too many laps, but obviously this is the old Atlanta. The setup's pretty good. The track temp's 116. It's a little pushy, but just means people got to drive tonight versus flat-footed, so it's gonna be tight.
Gonna be tight, gonna be tough to tame as well, and you know, we talked about it before on how difficult Atlanta is just to figure out with any kind of car, much less a super late. I have to really kind of ask you too about that. You said they were gonna have to actually get off the throttle a little bit and actually use some of the brake and accelerator. Well, how difficult do you think though it is going to be to try to wheel in some of these turns when you're trying to have a move for the 3 wider outsides?
Yeah, there's gonna be a lot of give and take and patience tonight for sure.
All right, well, Tim, we appreciate your time here today, sir. Let's see what happens on the track.
All right, buddy.
Tim Lee, ladies and gentlemen, on the line there as we're getting ready to get down to it. One last driver to cock up on the field before we enter the race. Ladies and gentlemen, he's returned to the show. It's the number 51, Charles Whitehead. Charles, tell me you didn't break that mic again down there. I think he might have broke the mic, folks. Well, unfortunately, he is letting us know right now he does not have a mic working, so I guess we'll just kind of leave it at that and call it a day. Race fans, we have done the driver interviews, though. We are set to go for the action at hand. Practice about to clear up and finish up. About 2 minutes left on the clock here. Our folks in the chat have come on board. Dave Freeman has joined us, saying 5 minutes left on practice. Got 28 here. Dave, thanks for coming on board today. And for those that are not aware of who is driving the number 28, well, that would be driven by, looks like, oh, I do not have the number 28 right now on my roster, unless they're a custom number. Freeman, you're gonna have to help me out here, my friend. If there is there a 28 I'm not seeing on my roster, or is there a number I'm not getting catch of? I will admit there are 29 drivers here, and there could be more coming in still. We are still not completely sure. Hard to believe, too. 28, 29 drivers tuning on in. This is the biggest pack we're going to see out of these Pit Stall Racing Series, guys, and I guarantee you this could get interesting. .100 laps to the distance. This is, without a doubt, in my opinion, one of the tougher races you'll see drivers kind of pinpoint on and fight with. Really, the main issue here, without a doubt, is just going to be throttle control. How hard can you hit the turns? How hard can you go through the corners? On a cold set, I say you're going to see a few guys absolutely having to back off a little bit. Maybe kind of watch their nerves, watch their anxiety, and just keep control of the cars and making sure that they don't get too out of hand. That's going to be their biggest problem. But in the same token, they have a lot at stake and a lot on their plates, so they're going to have to make sure they figure it all out sooner rather than later. Practice so critical and so crucial. It can really tell us who is figuring it out first and who is getting the better of it. I think right now we're seeing possibly a bit of a resurgence from the Blount camp, and Radford returning. You know he's up for some big things. He's a former winner here on the show. And Jason Wall going into the wall there, living up to his last name, I guess you could say. As they threw out the checker flags here, that is symbolizing we are ready to enter into qualifying stage here, race fans, as we get ready to go. This is presented in part by our friends at Fort Worth Screen Printing. With custom designed t-shirts made your way, designed up your style. Fort Worth Screen Printing is the only way to go. Be sure to visit them up at fortworthscreenprinting.com to get your next custom designed t-shirts. Also, be sure to support up John T. Garrett Twitch channel here and show him some love and support as well, as he continues to help promote and keep at it with the sim racing world. Thanks to John T. Garrett and Fort Worth Screen Printing. And by our friends at Lighting Wrapz. With the most affordable designs made at your leisure, Lighting Wrapz is looking to bring out the best designs in your liveries. Let's take it down to the track now. 9 minutes left on the clock. We have now begun the qualifying. Now, I will not lie as well, folks. If you do hear kind of a little bit of moving around or me kind of trying to get comfortable right now, I'm currently still dealing with a brand new rig in my studio, as well as a new, I guess you could say, gaming seat or chair. So, it may be a little bit all over the place tonight, I'm not going to lie. But I will not, one thing I will not be, is not letting our voices be heard and not letting your voices be shown as well. We're out to bring the show, we're out to bring the party, and that's what these guys are doing right now. Qualifying times in Corico so far, setting the fastest of the bunch. And just like that, though, Tim Williams throws a haymaker, and so does Derek Paulson and Michael Pratt. Everybody swapping the lead left and right. 31.94, the fastest so far. Gordon Larson Jr. kind of clipsing it in there in the fourth slot. Every driver right now looking for that top honor, as Larson Jr. has a little bit of a problem down in turn number 2. Ty Marasco back out of here in the number 01 here, looking to try to set a quick time and a fast pace, a little spout. Looking to run it down through the bottom. I'm going to try to go through the bumpy corners and the turns. I'm not new Atlanta, but old Atlanta. Top 5 qualifying time. He'll go 4th out of the bunch. He is only about 100 of a second off from Paulson. 200s off from Poston, and 400s off from Michael Pratt. Very interesting times. I sure would love to see later on, though, when we start to get really in debt in this race and we get farther along, how much tire wear is going to really affect these guys through the paces and through the speeds. This is going to be a very tight order here. Drivers currently finishing it up with 5 minutes left on the clock here. Time is elapsing and running out. Brand new drivers coming to the corners here and coming to the field. We have a who's who of drivers out here trying to make a name for themselves. Also at the same time trying to get the best out of their equipment and show the best out of their stuff. And I think also in some ways they're learning what it's like to drive a Super League model on a big track rather than the usual short tracks you hear these things at. Lee Norton with some problems there in the 85 will send that thing around the Racer T's machine. Wrecking out on the front straightaway here. A little bit weird to say the least there. We'll have to see how well and how bad that car is affected entering into the race itself, but definitely not what they want to see here. Derek Paulson saying the 4th fastest of the bunch. Luke Gray still the only one left out on the track here, just getting a few practice laps, I would say. And with 4 minutes left on the clock here, we'll just go ahead and say probably there's not going to be many other drivers trying to go ahead and take a shot out in the dark. So let's take a look at our track tech talk here, presented by Fort Worth Screen Printing. This is a quad oval design, a little bit of a straightaway there on that front stretch here as you see the little turned end. So you got not a 3 but a 4 turn area. The straightaways are extremely bad fast, but they're extremely bad on the tires entering in those turns. Watch your speeds, keep your momentum stable, and hope you don't tear up too much in a short amount of time, or you're really going to be wishing you had found a way out of that one sooner rather than later. Two minutes, 45 seconds left. 100 laps to distance here today, of course. Atlanta Motor Speedway, in my opinion, probably one of the most diverse racetracks when it comes to a racing credibility, it comes to racing ordeals. Some guys can figure it out quick, some guys, they never get it down. So now as we get ready to finish it out, qualifying has come to an end, and that means only one thing, race fans, get ready, because you know what time it is. time for the Pit Stall Racing Series. Yes it is. Ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of all of us here at PTM Racing TV, we welcome you to the show. And now a 30 driver field set for action. Here is your starting lineup for the Pit Stall Racing Series at Atlanta Motor Speedway. On the pole, the number 94 will be Troy Radford on the outside of them, and the number 2 is Michael Pratt. Row number 2 will be Todd Poston, and 31 on the outside of them, and the 17 is Derek Paulson. In row number 3, it'll be the 0-1 at time Motorasco, and the outside of him, the number 24 is Tim Lee. In row number 4, it's John Garrett, and then 66 is the outside, and then 20, that will be Corey Coe. Row number 5 is the number 61 of DJ Mitchell, the outside of him, and the 15, Sean Robinson. In row number 6, it will be Tim Williams on the 45, and the outside of them, and the 00, Gordon Larson Jr. Row number 7 is Len McNeese, the 84 on the outside of them, and the number 8 is Steve Rada. Row number 8 is going to be the 92 of Jason Wall, the outside, and the 98 is going to be Joseph West. Row number 9 will be Luke Gray, and the 29, the outside of them, and the 6, Eric Blount. Row number 10 will then be Jet Lee Norton, the 85, the outside of them, and that's 03, it is Cody Griffin. Row number 11 is the 30, Daniel Holloway, the outside of them, and that 91, Sean Wilder. Row number 12 will then be seated down with Mr. Douglas R. Johnson at 388, the outside of them, and that 292 is Michael E. Campbell. Row number 13, the 47, Ray Radford, the outside, Jace Rife, and the 54. Row 14 is Robert Smith from the 0-8, the outside of them, and the 51, it will be Charles Whitehead. And this is your starting lineup for the action, the speed, the endurance, the fatigue, the level, the excitement. It's all coming to you live here now. 100 laps to the distance, Atlanta Motor Speedway. You have heard the roar of the engines come to life. You've seen the drivers bring them down the track. Prepare yourselves. The super late models pits of the Pit Stall Racing Series are about to bring it all down to the table here and now. Space car turns off for. It's time to let them loose. Green is out. They're going to rock their way down to the corner ends and the brackets up to the turn. So far, it'll be Todd Poston taking early advantage. Radford staying out of the way and staying in through the field. Field coming around. So far, so good. Len McNeese going to trap in there a little bit with Sean Robinson, the 15, while the 20 of Corey Coe kind of leans his way in down on the track. Bit of an interesting as you hear those guys that were up in the front of the leaders already. They are the ones that are pushing the tires and pushing their equipment to their fullest potential. Those staying back right now, looking at a completely different strategy, looking to work our way through. Former feature winner here, the number 61, DJ Mitchell, right now already looking to try to continue the reign of dominance here, 3 spots up, starting back 9th, early in 6th. Had a bit of a good season start, has not had a collapse just yet, but he's still trying to make sure he can keep momentum going, keep the speeds high on the foreground. He knows what it takes to win, especially as this man as well, the number 03, Cody Griffin. And Cody really, in my opinion, very surprising this season. Hasn't come out of their way shooting or finding his shots. He's been pretty reserved on what he's been doing, what he's been up to, and I think that's kind of helped him out as well as his crew. Onboard camera here with the number 15, Sean Robinson. Robinson, I believe, making his TV debut here on the show. Got a lot of names, a lot of faces that we recognize very well. We know very much of course, most of the PTM Racing Series guys, the Ray Radford camps, the Troy Radford camps. We know them extremely well too. Back from the old days of the IROC Challenge Series, where we got first introduced their talents and their level of expertise in the skis to victory. But so far anyway, seemingly been kind of outmatched and outstrapped. Roscoe right now currently holding in the top 5 brackets. Tim Williams trying to make another move off through the distance. Side by side, they'll battle it back. Roscoe and Williams right now not leaving anything up for chance. They only want to take what is rightfully theirs in their mind. EMF Racing Design, number 17, Derek Paulson currently moving his way through the chain. Got the number 31, Todd Poston right in his sights and in his line as they double back up just a little bit here off the back straightaway. Currently, Pratt, Williams, Mitchell, and Lee, as well as Radford, just kind of seeing what will go down or what will happen when it needs to. And we saw that just now. Poston standing in the outside, makes a clean cut corner pass, as now Paulson looks to try to get up to him again. Drivers right now just absolutely tremendously keeping a great head on their shoulder and nearly giving a good drive off here for the fans and the folks at home. But unfortunately, they'll really to truly experience what they're even feeling versus what they're even seeing. You have to literally get inside those helmets. You gotta get inside that feeling, that line. Figure see just how tough it is as a driver to really substantially get through all this chaos in front of them. Control chaos till it's literally out of control, but still, for the most part, let's be honest, it does get a little bit chaotic. Yeah, it's funny too. I thought, honestly, the way Atlanta is, I thought it may have been able to spread out some drivers just a little bit. Maybe it was just a little bit more on the questionable side. Things not really that way yet, so far, anyway. Ray Radford, again, great to see him and Ray Radford back out here. I know we have missed them a little bit since reporting for the IROC Challenge Series, but here in the PTM Racing Series, seems as though they've been given second life, second will to fight, and they're making the most of it, making some great charges in the right around here. Tim Lee, number 24, keeping up to pace, keeping up to par with what he's been doing these last couple of races, but he still is in need and still needs a little help to really get higher on the bracket. starting to separate out a bit and it's starting to really dump the packs. I think we're getting very much closer to getting to that end goal, the end meet. No drivers right now leaving their spots, leaving their territory. It seems like the only way to get around this place is just to stay where you need to and where you got to. Take a look at the back here as well. Here, go show some guys some love here down on the track. See with some brand newcomers to the field like Lee Norton, Jace White, and even Luke Gray coming on down. A lot of whole names, a lot of whole fields. Really good to see the sport and growing. But I'd say more than anything too, it's really just good to see how much this growth has come in the Pit Stop Racing Series. Norton still looking to try to make a clear cut pass on Jason Wall though is struggling to stabilize down, stabilize momentum's up. Looks like maybe could be a bit of a burnt tire ends on them. They are coming closer to the pit stop end as some have already gone down. Looks like another one will bite the dust here. The number 2, Michael Pratt, ends up down in pit road. Everybody in pit road except Ty Marasco on the 0-1. He'll stay on out just a little bit longer. Jace Wright going in as well. We know Troy Radford, Eric Paulson, and Tim Williams are going in. All 4 tires and fuel going in for every driver. I'm getting word from the crews down there. There you see it, fuel getting injected in, but looks like Williams not opting to get a time penalty on him as his end or any troubles there. I think they're really just more worried about the fuel, and that seems to be the case here. So a smart little strategy there from Roscoe to kind of stretch out the laps. However, I don't know how long stretching one lap out will last you. I mean, it is going to get you kind of trapped in somewhere you don't want to be, but at the same time, one wrong little misstep from a caution flag, and you wish you could have that back. Out of the 100 laps completed so far, and really we have seen quite a bit of a change in the dynamics and it's changing the switch up on the rolls. Cody Griffin looking to trying to get out of that mess, trying to take down the top dogs again. He's 18 spots up, going head to head with Derek Paulson here. Paulson, Griffin, and Poston right now absolutely tormenting each other left and right, trying to get the better of the two. Williams kind of watching from a foreground here, maybe looking for them to make the mistake first and attack when the iron is hot. Paulson with a lot of company there on that bottom lane. Griffin getting a good little push there from the 31. So the back end, so into the grass goes Griffin. He almost goes into a troublesome slight there. Backed out of the gas, got back out of the gas when he needed to though. That was smart thinking on the face of the 03. May look good, but until you get that roll, I don't think it really counts. Still side by side off for a few laps and straightened out down into the middle laps, and there you go. It's all left behind. All about going on for the lead right now. Kind of hard to really kind of go back and forth between the drivers here and see what they're up to. Guys like Eric Blount, Len McNeese, Corey Coe, and all them. Really, they all have their little differences of battles here and differences of work. But so far, that hasn't been the case here. You hear that PR and speed going to full use. Sean Robinson getting out of the way of that number 6 machine. And look at that battle for second here between the heavy front runners here as we got a caution flag flying on out. Troubles down there for Eric Blount. There is a massive little pile up there off turn number 2 at the back stretchways. Nearly 30 laps in, our first caution approaches and strikes while the iron was hot. By Force for screen printing, here's the PTM Instant Replay. Yeah, you can see his rides came off that end there. There was really nowhere to go. Unfortunately, the 6 just got trapped between so many other places he didn't want to be at, and yet found himself in the crosshairs and fires of that 15. Well, that will slow down the pace once again. We're going to go to pit road. And let's see what the drivers bring to that table then. Sorry for the jump cuts there. Didn't even realize our our Facebook wasn't even working right there for a second. So field right now getting ready to park it back off the field and back into the madness that is Atlanta Motor Speedway. This early on so far, we're really expecting a lot more kind of to heat up a little bit more to kind of build upon on the track here when they can, and I think they're very well aware of that and they know what's coming. Field preparing now for another war zone out on the track and another battle up ahead of them. Fight for survival time may be coming to its conclusive factor in form with 20 laps remaining. Third time around, Gordon Lawrence Jr. right now is your race leader in the double O. He's 11 spots up so far. Surprisingly, knocking down a who's who's of drivers right at the moment to see who will be next up on the list. Bringing him down off turn number 4, Gordon Lawrence Jr. is going to be taking the race lead away, and will he be able to keep it? We're about to find out. And trouble, a bruise early again, once more. Absolutely huge pile up here on the front straightaway. I believe that was just due to a bad start there we've seen before where spinning the tires can really do that to you here, and it looks like it ended up doing it to them at all. Right there we did see who started the caution, but couldn't quite tell who really got full on into setting that up. Looks like we finally have a replay on it. Tim Williams will give us a little insight on that. Yeah, it looked like he didn't even come off the line there, and unfortunately went under in there and went for a huge little whiff. So once again, the field gonna be stretched back out again. So another round of pit stops being made. The Pit Stop Race Series, though, continuously trying to figure out how to get rid of these gremlins, get rid of these issues, and get rid of the jitters, as we are trying to do the same with our broadcasting end right now. Well, so, kind of weird thinking we just went about a whole 30 laps before any caution, anything had been thrown out, and then all of a sudden now things just going completely out of hand, and on a restart from some of the top veterans here. But just goes to show you that these super late model cars can trick up on you a little bit, and we know a thing or two about horrible starts here in Atlanta. That starting grid and that starting zone is always a bit of a scary thought, a scary process, just considering the fact you've got to ease into the throttle. You got to make sure you're ready to go when you hit that gas pedal. Otherwise, it is not a good time to be a driver on this plane. Is going to start a single file draft line here on the restart due to the little issues out of the gate. And we get a full lap in, so that will throw us the old mantra of the green of another battle here. Fly back out, and we're gonna round them off again. Larson Jr. takes the early lead here, but here comes the big 03, Cody Griffin. Well, he does not exactly want to be left alone. He wants to take full control. New leader of the 03 is now your taking point driver. Guys kind of move change up a little bit. Some are really starting to dig into their picks, doing into the drive as they can. Look for every little ounce of their car as well as every ounce of their little equipment just to steer it off. It's not as easy as you would think, and it's definitely not as easy as it looks. But it is certainly a challenge, and that is what these drivers always are looking out for. Get a look at our first clearance of Steve Rada. I'm assuming it's going to be more Rada here. Steve Rada here in the number 8, currently sticking to the gun, sticking to the fight here at Michael Pruitt. Not letting them take too much time to themselves, much less even thinking too much about the future ends. As the 8, they're only trying to say, I'm not here to think about future ends. I'm here to race, sir, and that is exactly what they are doing. Side by side through the distance, Steve Rada and Michael Pratt, the gears having a few choice words, if you will, with the track and the car, and not with anyone else though. Feel the intensity and the pressure there as Mr. Pratt holds down the fast-pacing charge of the Mr. Radford camp. Climbing back to the paces though. Every driver right now looking strong as we're nearing halfway done with this. Leader right now, Cody Griffin still keeping control of distance. He was solid break. He does have only one less screws other than the other four. So he's a whoopsie. Decides to go with the picking up anything good. Right now currently making his way to the field, trying to make a little charge up as the Portland McGee's goes to block there and gets himself a little bit tied in position. Coming around, Radford right now got some company coming his way, Michael Pratt. Oh, you saw him really driving up quickly, you saw him driving up close. Difference between who is where and who is what. Sean Wilder literally in 9th position, 13 up. We saw how far Derek Paulson was to him. And Wilder's dealing with the full abuse that these drivers behind him are giving right now to him. Meanwhile, for the first time tonight, and really the first time this season, we got a battle for, and Tim Lee is literally leaving the charge for the lead. I can't remember last time I was really able to see the big bad 24 throw one right at him. And into the fight, into the fray, but my goodness folks, they have done it here. Wow, for the lead right now, they get off side by side here down turn number 2 to turn number 3. The straightaway tells the tale. Still no roll of dice yet for Tim Lee. He knows he's got a fast car though, and he's putting one up on these guys. Battle for the lead still. Poston, Lee, and Holloway now even making their way through. Daniel Holloway has currently sent 2 spots up, qualified 21st. And I don't think they look like they're going to give up anytime soon. They were literally on a march to say they hurt a million today. Well, they may hit a million somewhere, but I don't think it's going to be the million Tim was looking for. Get thrown back behind the curtain yet again now as the field will move ahead of him. Up into the wall, protection still a little trouble as Griffin gets out of it. Poston trying to kind of match him around that town as well. Tim Lee though, major trouble there off of turn number 2 with the 24. Spins it slightly coming off the corner. Needs to figure out what is going to be their problem. Yeah, starting to get stretched back out around again here. We saw a little bit of some glamour of some hard charges, some hard racing, but now it seems as though things have kind of slowed off just a little bit. pit stop now, plenty of pit stop now, many. One of them just so happens to be the reigning defending winner from last week, and Cody Griffin, Todd Poston now looking to get another win in this season and try to take one home in Florida. Out of the 100 laps now have been completed. Todd Poston still dealing with the pressure that lingers behind. A lot of drivers currently just down and out of this race here, but they will not give up that easily. They still want to try to perform at whatever level they can. One of them happens to be that 91 of Sean Wilder in the Mopar Dodge machine. Great back and forth here between these guys, between this field. Nobody is leaving anything out on the line here. So pretty much the entire field is now entered into pit road here. We'll have to see how their strategies work out. For Daniel Holloway is going to take that fresh set of fuel and maybe just worry about the tires later. That's all he's going to care about. Coming off the race for pit road, Daniel Holloway being everyone else. Todd Poston, DJ Mitchell though, currently looking to extend the branch, extend the trees. I do apologize to those that are not quite hearing us on the mic here, having some audio troubles on our end. We're still trying to fix out the bugs with having to hook up some new things, having to work around some stuff. We kind of figured out fully that we can't quite control what Mother Nature has against us, so we want to advance to them that we're looking to tune in for that show there at Watkins Glen next week. Griffin was such a lead for a while as the caution flies back on out. Troubles down there for the number 8 is Steve Rada. Rada with some problems. And another 30 full laps connecting in, but I think the only thing that really did connect here was unfortunately that back bumper. As Ray delivers right into the outside wall, slammed it hard and slammed into trouble. Couldn't quite get out of that mess in time, and I'm going to go on the onboard replay here and we'll see if we get a better look at why this was. Yeah, it just looked more and more like just unfortunately a bad little spot to be put into. So Theo gonna now stretch back up in with only about 30 plus odd laps left. Top 3 will talk with us near the end of the race here tonight, folks. Or if they don't talk with us, then we'll just say them a goodbye and thank you, and we'll see y'all later for the next week show. Right now, currently, pace car gonna let the whole field kind of get themselves squared away. Todd Poston gonna stay out though. Strategize and prioritize his race over above all else. He's been known to do that before. One last time around here, we'll give him one more go. We're looking for the field. Now 36 laps remain in a straight out hole shot, slugging out kind of Duke of the Fair between the old guard and the new guard. Here we go, 36 laps remaining now. Could really be anybody's guess at this point. This is where usually you see the madness kind of kick up. Question is, can they get that line off the gut? Can they get straight into the action again? Remember, we saw earlier on what happens when you try to push the first turn and that front straightaway. swinging on back and forth here. Right now, we're looking possibly having a repeat winner this season. So far for the season here today, we have not had a single one win every season. I mean, they took home at least a national title every year or every first season. Right now, got a company coming up. DJ Mitchell last time out did the unthinkable, looking to try to do it again with this performance here. Try to sneak his way around Poston. Poston just keeps on hammering the gas. May not be the smartest idea considering again too much that power, too much that speed can end up costing you in the long run when it tries to control your narrative, try to control yourself. Everybody right behind him though, 3 wide off, now 2 filed in. Very interesting strategy here for Sean Wilder. Out of 100 laps so far, done and good to go. We are still needing a few more laps on the counter though. Making a pretty good little fight back too here, and only the 10 spots up throughout the field. Oh, and by the way, Lee Norton also having to make his way back from the pack, had to make his way to the front of the pack with literally a character that would not even let you even dare stand back at all. Right now, the new leader popping up is DJ Mitchell finally getting the drive out ahead. Todd Poston though looking to get right back to him. Seemingly out of control and absolute madness. Not gonna give out that easily. This is your battle for the lead. Could be your battle out of the day. Poston, Mitchell, Griffin, going hard, going for broke. Every driver himself, really. A little bit of trouble though, coming on turn number 3 and 4. And turn 2, I should say. And it looks like Derek Paulson is the one that's going to get intervened on this one. The defending champion wrecked out in turn 1 and 2, folks. Definitely not the way the 17 wanted to have happen there, but here is the PTM Instant Replay. Just to give you guys a better idea of look at what happened exactly. Minor clip there by the 30. Alright, trying to back off. Got him in the pack, got him in the stack, and racked him out. Still don't know why we're dealing with those glitch graphic gremlins down there, but they are a little pesky tonight. Yeah, we'll wrap back around right now. 26. We will have about 24 to go in just a little while. So in our time around here with only 23 laps remaining, Eric Blount going to be your new leader. Gordon Lawrence Jr., Todd Boast, DJ Mitchell, Cody Griffin rounding out top 5. Daniel Holloway moving in top 10 brackets, 7th being Luke Gray. Landon McNeese in the 8th, 9th Sean Wilder, Michael E. Campbell in top 10. This is a solid lineup here. Yeah, it's me ready to bring it to the table, bring it to the stage. Burrow off of turn number 4 this time on by here, awaiting the green flag restart zone. We've got them up, we got them riding. Can they keep it clean? Well, a little bit chaotic out of the start, but so far so good. Caution flag coming out again. More trouble. There's problem. A huge problem. Big pile up on the front straightaway. And once more, another field of drivers wrecked out badly here. Something going horribly wrong on the front stretch. See if we can take a look at the instant replay. I think it might have something to do with Tim Williams here. See, yep, right here. You see, he dries up just a little bit, gets in the grass, and nobody really knew where it was gonna go next. End up getting trapped in between. Everybody just hauling right through. I see that 1082, I believe. Believe that was Michael E. Campbell. Yep. He got dashed in there, and he got taken for a ride there, unfortunately. Our inside look and a little bit of another look around at that horrendous crash there. Thankfully, those that got out of it will be okay to continue on. Those that are kind of doomed to repeat it will have to head to pit road. Drivers are going to really have to take a close look at what they're up to and what they're going to do here. So a lot of guys right now setting up for position. And with Steve Rada right now currently looking to try to take home his first win ever here on PTM Racing TV and add to the streak of new winners this season. This could definitely go well and vote well for him. 17 laps remain. Bring him back to the start. This could get interesting. Ty Marasco, the number 01 right now, also looking to try to get another win knocked off this season. They'll fire him back down as they are going head to head here. Rada right under the inside, trying to get that another cushion, couldn't quite get it. Daniel Holloway as well, the number 30. He's had a bit of a troublesome day today, getting into a few drivers, but stayed clear since then. Well, the chips are down though, and you got to make your move. I guarantee you there may be a move to be made, a move to be had here. We'll see. Rada, Holloway, and Griffin right now are your race leaders for fourth, through on to first. And caution out again here. More trouble. There is more and more trouble. Jace Rife and Jason Wall caught in a mix-up. And just like that, yet again, another problem alerts itself and shows itself today. Seems old Atlanta is giving these drivers more than their fair share of issues. Oh my goodness. JF Electric number 54 going completely all ended around. Took a huge hit out of that one, but thankfully he is okay. But that can't be saved for the car there. I can hear the car at least refire enough to get into pit road, but I don't think that will be making things any easier for them, unfortunately. What a tough break there for Jason Rife and Jason Hall. Came out here, they both did so well throughout the qualifying stage to the end of the race, and now to be kind of trapped between this and this spot here, I would not envy being them. And with like times like this here, 11 laps to go now. Fields rocked in. Here we go, back to the green. Blood starting to run higher and higher. The momentum starting to feel the intensity. Adrenaline kicking in a little bit as they reel him off down the back straightaway. Every driver themselves right now trying to get it in. Top 5 on your screen for the final 10 laps. Could be anybody gets here. Lee Norton going up top half there. Blount right behind, almost ending up at the end of the wall there. Blount managing to stay clear of it. Ty Marasco in the 0-1 with a who's who of company behind him. Daniel Holloway. Another one of those guys that he's looking to try, and I mean desperately try, to add on to this win streak. So many guys so far have been taking quite a handling matchup between some of the other drivers and some of themselves, but no one has been really staying out of the bigger issue than this, what we've seen so far. Roscoe right now dealing with him on the outside. Holloway has got something for him. But so does Derek Paulson, the reigning defending champion, looking to possibly make it or break it. Oh, hold on. We're good there. Good there. 3 wide off. That could have been bad. Holloway falls back quickly. Marasco now has got control. Seven laps left. Steve Rada is now on the attack here. Drifts it slightly up at Holloway. Holloway needs to stay away from it. But same can't be said for Cody Griffin. A huge wreck ensues as Troy Radford is upside down in turn number 4. Oh my. Well, Griffin probably not a happy camper right now. He's glad he got to get a chance to drive in the one tracks he really likes to drive. But I guarantee you that 03 is not too thrilled with what happened here. Let's take a look at the replay. And a little nudge from our old friend Todd Poston. Gets the 03 loose and sends Troy Radford for the ride. Did not need that or appreciate that, I bet you. But it's one of those things you just can't help but stare on and watch as it happens. Taking a look at it here from that gearbox cam. Yeah, try and save it there, but you can see the wreck just kind of started out from there. Griffin definitely trying to get into pit road and almost lost it in the turn there going into pit road. Couldn't tell on our screen, but yeah, that actually had happened there. So now really it all boils down to this, which is pretty much going to be turning into a green-white checkered scenario. With how many laps we have left, this could get interesting. So with a race on the line and a green-white checkered on display, what do you do to make it or win it here? We're about to find out. Green is out. Chance of a lifetime for some of these guys to take it or make it. What will they do? Marasco with a great run off the back half, but Derek Paulson trying to show everyone why he's still the champion. Got a good look, torn it off of 0-1, looking to set him up for the corner pass. Ladies and gentlemen, we're coming to the white flag this time on by, presented by Fort Worth Screen Printing. Paulson looking in deep. He's trapped, and Paulson gets caught, and there goes the field. The whole field wrecking behind him. Marasco all alone. Rada trying to get to him. I don't even think, even if he had turbos, he's going to catch him off of corner number 3, down turn number 4. The 0-1. That's Ty Marasco will win it in Atlanta. And the field of veterans, unfortunately, do not come out on top as they may like. Marasco, the only one really of the original Pitstall Racing Series, able to really do any damage and show what they can do. Popping away today with a tremendous end. What a performance here, and what a finish. Final results on your screen. Top 10 finishers here today. Ty Marasco gonna win this one out. Steve Rada going in a nice solid debut. For second, third is Sean Wilder going on our podium for them. Michael Franco's fourth. Fifth for Eric Blount. Len McNeese getting 6th. 7th to Cody Griffin. Cody Coe getting 8th. 9th to Tim Lee and Gordon Larson Jr. Gonna take away top 10 for them. Excellent performances by all involved, as you see the rest of our finishers on your screen as well. Absolutely chaotic though, and just completely nuts to say the least. No one knew where was anything going to go or where was it going to happen next until we got to that very end. Well, now, race fans that come joining me here, it is time to listen to your top 3, and the third place finisher is the hard charger of the day, the 91 of Sean Wilder, going 19 up today. And Sean, man, talk about having to have good track awareness and clearance to get out of this mess. You avoided the contact and troubles, and you managed to walk your way into a third place finish. How did it feel out there?
It felt great. It's always awesome to pick up 4 or 5 spots when they're all wrecking there on the last lap. So, yeah, it felt really good. A lot of fun. Car was a little bit loose, which made it interesting tonight.
Yeah, it certainly did indeed. And we saw what happens when they get a little bit too loose for their own good, caused that huge pile up and all that. What were you seeing before you really kind of avoided it?
Yeah, it looks like one of them got loose there, and I saw Daniel and another car get hooked into the wall, and that kind of started it, and they just kind of piled in from there.
It certainly did indeed, but nevertheless, as you keep the Mopar Dodge clean and good to go, I have to ask you, Wilder, who do you want to thank for this one?
I want to thank Tim and Dave from the pit stall. I want to thank my teammates, Luke and Pondo. Shout out to them guys. Want to shout out to Mom and Dad who watch every race. Appreciate the support, and just love racing with the pit stall. Been doing it a long time. These guys put on a great show.
They certainly do indeed, and you're a part of the clean group, so I appreciate you coming on board. Wilder, congratulations on their third place finish.
Thank you, buddy.
John Wilder, ladies and gentlemen, they're coming away today as your third place finisher. Making his debut, though, into the podium and making on the show. Ladies and gentlemen, 12 up today. The 8 is Steve Rada. And Steve, talk about having to really get yourself grinding into the teeth and getting into the fight there. You had a good battle there. Morosco was the second to last restart before we got back to the race. And it looked like for a minute there you may have had a chance to actually kind of take this one home. What went wrong there in the last couple laps?
Wasn't used to the I wasn't used to the fresh tires because tires still felt new and almost spinning out the tires, which kind of messed me up.
Well, it messed you up a little bit, but then seemed to affect you too little or too much there on the very end of this race. I mean, if you had a little bit more time, do you think maybe you might have had a chance to get there to Barrasco?
We would have had one more caution after that wreck, yeah.
Well, I mean, it's one way to look at it, but nevertheless, Steve, we appreciate coming on board. Who do you want to thank here for the second place finish, sir?
Firelight Esports, Hog Evolution, Solstice, and Circle B Diecast.
All right. Well, certainly a lineup to be had and a performance to be done. Rada, congratulations on a second place finish today.
Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, Steve Rada going to take this one home for a solid podium here. And now only one last thing left to do. The man that brings home the glory, all the victory belongs to them. The 0-1, Ty Morosco will take it home. And Ty, congratulations on that, sir. But tell me this. Did you have even any idea what the heck was going on behind you when everything happened?
No. Behind me was just craziness. I looked behind me. Derek was following me. He's my teammate. He's following me into the corner on turn 1, and he was on me. And next thing you know, I see him wrecking. I'm like, oh man. And I'm like, I don't even know what's going on behind me. Just try to defend those last couple laps. You know, I stayed out and ended up getting in position, and it got me the win. So that's awesome.
Got you the win. I know this is one of your many 3 or 4 wins, I believe we've had you since you joined the Pit Stall Racing Series and here on PTM Racing TV. I gotta ask you, bud, as you kind of look back on this one here, I mean, does this one kind of satisfy that hunger, that craving to take home the biggest and the best of these racetracks and these races here?
Oh yeah. You know, I wasn't here the past 2 weeks, so I mean, I had a nice little break. I had some stuff going on, wasn't here, so glad to get back and come in and win. I talked to you guys in Iowa, and I was pretty hungry, kind of disappointed that finished second, you know, because I thought we had a chance to win and we just didn't have the opportunity. So to go back out there and win this one was definitely, you know, keeps driving me to drive some more and hopefully win some more.
Certainly there, and that is the case today. Morosco has come away with the victory, though. Who do you want to thank for all this?
MF Racing Designs, Michael Falk does a great job on these paints. It's the paint Derek got. Check him out on Facebook. Check out all the paints he's posted on there. It's pretty good. You guys up in the booth, great job again. I'm sure I'll probably watch it tonight or tomorrow. Maybe it'd be pretty good. Derek, thanks for being my teammate out there on the racetrack, help me out, and then yeah, that's about it.
Well, time once more, sir. You've gone back to victory lane, and this one well earned, deserved. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Ty Morosco, ladies and gentlemen, will take it home to victory lane today, and that will conclude the call today. Race fans, thanks so much to our friends at Fort Worth Screen Printing, and also the folks at Lightning Wrapz for all their support. And again, to you out there that tune into the show, we thank you so much for coming on board. We will see you guys next time when the green is flying.